Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing game number 2 between Liquid TLO as the Zerg in the bottom right and Acer Nerchio as the Zerg in the top left. So once again a Zerg versus Zerg. This is a best of 5, so there are up to 5, but at least 3 games. And as I said, this is game number 2. So last game was pretty interesting. A nice map, by the way. I've never seen that map before, and yeah, it's kind of a unique map in, well, just the setup. So we are going to rush a little bit through this early game because, as you can see, both players are doing exactly the same thing and exactly what we kind of expect from them. It is kind of the way this goes. I mean, Zerg versus Zerg is pretty much just like every other mirror match. It is just about, well, one decision. And in this case, the decision is whether you go for the hatchery first or for the spawning pool first. So as you can see, Nerchio once again choosing to go for the spawning pool first, and TLO once again choosing for the hatchery first. So hatchery first has the advantage of having extra production capabilities, as well as being able to get your drones to the other base. But that normally doesn't matter because you're not really saturated yet, and especially if you have extractors coming up, you lose 3 drones to the extractor, so you have to build 3 more drones for your minerals. And therefore the advantage you get from the spawning pool is, of course, you can build queens, and with queens you can build more larvae, and with larvae you can build more drones. So all in all, it doesn't really matter which you go. It's just that if you go for spawning pool first, your Zerglings will be out a little bit sooner. So even though you don't really get an economical advantage from it, so economically it's about the same. There will be a little bit of an advantage of having a hatchery first, I guess, but well, it will not be very big, and I'm not actually sure if it's worth it because, well, as you can see, the Zerglings already coming in, and in this case it doesn't really matter. Although he might actually lose a drone to this. No, the Zerglings are already out, so you know he's not going to lose a drone to this. But yeah, the Zerglings are out a little bit quicker, and the Zergling micro a little bit better there for Nerchio. I guess he was actually controlling his Zerglings. The other ones were just being auto attack or were just auto attacking. Sorry. Yeah, we are currently just, well, managing small numbers of Zerglings, and it really doesn't matter too much what's happening. Just that, well, the scout will matter. If he can get into this base, it will matter a little bit, because he will be able to see what's going on. Although the Overlord might as well just float in there a little bit. It can't see most of it. It's just that it has to watch out for the queens, and that is exactly why you build queens, because it allows you to build more drones. No, more larvae. That's the word I was looking for. It allows you to build more larvae, and it well, allows you to stop the scouting from going on. As you can see, a large amount of Zerglings coming in. Apparently TLO not ready for that at all, and he's going to lose quite a few well, just Zerglings and everything to this attack. And the Banelings are coming in. They are going to do some damage, but are they going to be able to prevent this hatchery from going down? There are like 6 Zerglings left, but they're all low health, and we are going to get our queens back into this, and he might actually be able to heal it up with transfusion, which of course does work on hatcheries, on buildings in general. So we are going to go in with a new force here, but yeah, we do meet the red team, well, the red team Zerglings. They are coming in, and they cancel both of the spine crawlers. Spine crawlers are going back down, but now the blue Zerglings outnumber the red Zerglings, and the red Zerglings have to retreat. They are going to regroup with the reinforcements though, and he can actually turn back right now, and the blue team, or the blue player, realizing that, turns back as well. So we do have evolution chamber, probably another evolution chamber coming up here somewhere, just to wall off that entrance a little bit and to narrow the gap, because that is what you want. You want to have a narrow gap there and make sure that these Zerglings can't all just run in. So once again, the scouting Zerglings going out. Scouting Zerglings, of course, a very common thing because Zerglings are really cheap, and if you can run them to the right side of the map, so if you can run them to the right positions, you can definitely get some things done with the scouting. And are we going to finally? Yeah, we are finally going to get that base up. And yeah, that's about it. So that's about it for now. Most of the action done. Yeah, we do have banelings kind of crossing the map now. I guess they're going to group up with these guys. And more banelings. So banelings everywhere. And we are going to try to snipe exactly this army. But this army is also transforming into banelings, and this is going to be baneling on baneling action while there are some Zerglings still left. And those Zerglings are, of course, so the blue Zerglings completely out of the reach of these banelings. Oh, so many banelings went down there. And here once again 2 for 1. And I guess, yeah, he really didn't get that to work. The red player just suiciding his banelings way too much, didn't control them correctly, and suicided like 5 on 1 right in the beginning and didn't get anything else done. All of the traits were, well, kind of disadvantageous for him, and well, he's going to pay the price for that eventually. Although banelings are relatively cheap, they're still more expensive than Zerglings. So yeah, if you don't get enough Zerglings with them, you're still getting behind. So we did get a little bit of damage done there, but the blue Zerglings chasing back the red Zerglings. A beautiful baneling there. And this baneling might actually get something done as well. No, it didn't get a whole lot done. And just more blue Zerglings still left. There are some blue banelings as well. One of the banelings actually snipes the Zergling. And we are now going to get the counterattack going. These Zerglings are just, oh, they could have been detonated right there. But they're going to try to counterattack, but, well, the blue player really doesn't care anymore. He is just going in here. And he might actually be able to deal with these roaches, although roaches are great against Zerglings. No, gets 1 roach, and even this one survives. 20 HP, that is not a good deal for him. So not a good deal for the blue player, that is. It's a great deal for the red player, of course, because roaches will heal back up. And now, yeah, he's going to be up against all of these Zerglings. And the Zerglings, yeah, if they get the surround going, they're really hard to stop. So you can't really go up against Zerglings with too little roaches, because then you still get owned, and that is not what you want. The red player just completely counter-attacking here with everything he has, but there are now, it is now roaches versus mutalisks, and if there are enough mutalisks out, he is going to wipe the floor with these roaches, because roaches cannot shoot air, obviously, so it is pretty easy to take them down. And he is going to have enough mutalisks, quite a few mutalisks out actually. Oh, come on, allow me to get them. There you go. It's 10 mutalisks out, and 10 mutalisks can actually, oh, it's an 11th one here. We can actually just watch it here. It's way easier. 12 of them are out, and that means that he's going to be able to do just about everything, including sniping queens and sniping bases. So he got this base down. It already got pretty harassed by the Zerglings that were in before it, as well as well, I guess whatever he could find. But yeah, the roaches, the red roaches were trying to get the counterattack going. But yeah, as soon as you lose your main base here, your main mining base, this is actually the main base, this is where he started. But this was his main mining base. Look at all of these drones that are here. Yeah, he completely lost that. He lost this entire mining operation. So it's basically 3 bases. Oh my god. It's 3 bases versus 1, and that is definitely not good. So anyway, Nerchio taking game number 2 as well. So it is 2-0 for him. This is a best of 5, so at least one more game to go. If that is the last game, I'm still going to put out 2 anti-spoiler videos, or, well, 1 if it goes to game 4. But yeah, so you won't get spoiled. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.